description of the formation of a tornado begins with wind shear. Wind shear is when warm air from the Gulf of Mexico meets the cold air from the Rockies at Tornado Valley, causing a supercell thunderstorm. Convection in the atmosphere is when the vertical pressure gradient force and the gravitational force are not in tune. The pressure gradient force is the force of different pressures across a solid surface. To be not in tune means that the forces are out of balance, from cold air pockets or the hot air pockets being more or less dense than the area around them. The hot air is always less dense, forcing the heat to rise in the atmosphere. Vertical convection can be dangerous when the air close to Earth has moisture, while the cold air on the top of the supercell thunderstorm is dry. The updraft works on one side of the supercell thunderstorm while the downdraft works on the other side. These drafts prevent the storm from losing warm air, giving it long-term power for a strong foundation. The faster winds at the top and the slower winds at the bottom cause a rotating motion on the horizontal axis, known as vorticity. A part of this rotating wind gets caught in the updraft, forming a funnel cloud, which in turn will get tighter and faster, forcing the cloud to get longer. The cloud gets tighter and faster from cyclonic rotation, which is the movement of the air in the same direction as the movement of Earth around its axis. The cyclonic rotation creates a mesocyclone, which is an updraft of the rotating funnel, and the mesocyclone is formed from the tilting vorticity. The vorticity works the best when it is in the updraft, which is why the tornadoes can be faster and stronger. The resulting thunderstorm above the funnel, which includes rain or hail, will push the end of the funnel cloud towards the ground, causing a tornado. In addition to the formation of tornadoes, there are a couple of principles and terms in classifying different parts of the formation. The Archimedes principle states that the upward buoyant force exerted on a body inside a fluid equals the weight of a fluid the body displaces. It also acts in upward direction at the center of mass of the displaced fluid. The upward direction is in a rotating motion toward the updraft. The angular momentum is the rotating analog of the linear momentum, and it remains constant unless acted by an external torque. This is how we get the column in the eye of a tornado, because of the constant momentum. The rotational force basically says that just as linear force is a push or a pull, a torque can be thought of as a twist of an object. The rotating motion of a twister is why objects like cows move in the same direction as the cyclonic rotation. A Coriolis force is an effect where a mass moving in a rotational system experiences a Coriolis force acting perpendicular to the direction of motion and the axis of rotation. The effect deflects moving objects to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. This is how the tornado either moves in a cyclonic rotation or in an anti-cyclonic rotation. These rotations have different levels on how powerful a tornado is and the development it becomes. The Fujita scale rates the tornado's intensity on the wind speeds, size, and damage to structures and vegetation impacted.